Hey, what do it, y'all? Swish Entertainment putting y'all to all y'all favorite rappers and celebrities alike. But first, I need a little favor done for y'all first. Please like, comment, subscribe to this video, hit that notification bell as well. That'd be a great service to the channel and put y'all to this story. Now, today we will once again be talking about the rappers known as both Jay-Z and Diddy. On the day of Sunday, a lawsuit was refiled by an unknown woman known as Jane Doe. Accusations were put forward that Diddy and Jay-Z had committed acts of sexual assault towards her about 24 years ago. Now, this lawsuit had originally been filed in the month of October, yet Diddy's name was only stated at that time. So with another high-profile celebrity being added to the case, it was quite surprising to see such a prolific name such as Jay-Z's be added to the case. Both Jay-Z and Diddy were accused by Jane Doe of having sexually assaulted her at an after party in the year of 2000. This after party is being said to have followed the event known as the VMAs, which would take place at Radio City Music Hall. The unidentified woman, going by the pseudonym of Jane Doe, claims that at the after party she was amongst many celebrities in which she was offered a drink which she would end up consuming. Following her consumption of this drink, she ended up feeling dizzy and said that she had entered a room to rest. According to her, following her having laid down, both Jay-Z and Diddy would end up entering the room. Jane Doe also says that an unnamed female celebrity was also present within the room. This woman claims that both Jay-Z and Diddy had allegedly proceeded to commit acts of sexual assault towards her. She also alleges that both Jay-Z and Diddy had taken turns, with Jay-Z being the first to commit the act. While Jay-Z and Diddy are being said to have been in the act, the unidentified female celebrity is being said to have watched. Now recently, Jay-Z's lawyer Alex Spiro has presented a letter to a judge known as Judge Torres. The lawyer Alex Spiro in the letter will speak on the claims and questionable practices in the lawsuit filed by the attorney Tony Busby. Tony Busby being the representative of Jane Doe in the lawsuit that she had filed. The attorney Tony Busby also owns a law firm which had a hand in the lawsuit that will put out the allegations directed towards both Diddy and Jay-Z. Continuing forward into the letter presented by Alex Spiro to Judge Torres, he claims that the other day, specifically on December 9th, which is taking place yesterday, that he was contacted by a woman who had claimed that she had gotten into contact with a law firm owned by Tony Busby. The woman would go on to state that she had previously reached out to Tony Busby's law firm to gain assistance in dealing with abuse and trafficking claims. None of these claims had any relation to the public figures Jay-Z or Diddy. The woman had continued on to allege that Tony Busby's team had made an attempt to pressure her into making fabrications. They are being said to have encouraged her to make false accusations, which would be claims about being drugged and assaulted. This unidentified woman is being said to have said that she had refused the request of the law firm and ultimately ended up being dropped as a client. This woman had also alleged that Tony Busby's law firm had made demands that she doesn't speak to law enforcement. Alex Spiro will use this newfound information to question the credibility of Tony Busby's law firm, putting forward a claim that Tony Busby's law firm uses unfounded accusations to pressure legal settlements. Alex Spiro, continuing forward into the court proceeding, will end up submitting a declaration from Queen Emanuel attorney Mari Henderson regarding the allegations put forward by the woman that could be used as potential evidence. Jay-Z's lawyer will be insistent that the court allow Jay-Z's team to perform a full investigation and challenge the claims being presented by the lawsuit. Tony Busby late last night had decided to put out further comments in response to Jay-Z having challenged his lawsuit that he had filed. Jay-Z, in his extensive response that he had decided to publicize through his entertainment company known as Rock Nation, will end up accusing the lawyer Tony Busby of having given an extensive effort and attempt to try to blackmail him and gain off of him financially. Jay-Z will continue on to say that he was told that if he did not comply with the request made by Tony Busby, then he will publicly slander his name. In addition, Jay-Z made the decision to question Tony Busby's history as a Marine, saying that he does not possess honor nor dignity. Tony Busby had put out public comments saying, "The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper Jay-Z's allegation that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. Jay-Z's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges Jay-Z sexually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing a lawsuit. This approach is common in these types of cases. What you are seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which is illegal. illegal. When an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, widely asserting that a basic demand is extortion and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim, it reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare: "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." We intend to address all these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans, and our clients won't be silenced. So, Tony Busby had made sure to dispute Jay-Z's claims that he had given an effort to extort and blackmail him. He says instead in the letter that he had given to Jay-Z that he had spoken in the direction of establishing a mediation being a solution that is agreed upon by both parties when it comes to solving legal issues. Next, Tony Busby has stated that his client had approved the letter, who he says had the preference of using this as a resolution before they will file a lawsuit. Tony Busby had asserted Jay-Z and his team's actions as an attempt to deter attention away from the allegations that the rapper was faced with and instead bring attention to the lawyer Tony Busby himself. So with all these statements being presented by the lawyer Tony Busby, he will close out stating that he has the intent of addressing all these issues in the court of law. Jay-Z in his public posts, which he had disseminated to the masses through his Roc Nation Entertainment company, had made it known that he mainly felt for his family and them having to deal with the allegations that he was faced with. He voiced his displeasures with his family having to experience his name being slandered to the public. But like the lawyer Tony Busby, Jay-Z also made sure to make it known that he feels confident in combating the allegations that he is being faced with. But yeah, let's go cap out this video. Let me know what y'all think of this in the comments. What do you guys think of the information being put forward on Tony Busby and him having spoken on his behalf? Are you guys taking him as credible or not with the information being provided? Do you guys think that there could be any legitimacy to the allegations being presented by Jane Doe and her lawyer Tony Busby, or do you guys think that this could be a large scheme to gain financial gains off of the rappers? And to cap that out, do you guys think that Jay-Z will end up responding directly to Tony Busby's most recent post? Let all that be known in the comments, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm out.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.